Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and you're watching Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. Excuse my top, I didn't realise how flesh-like we were looking, but yeah, I am wearing a top, guys. I'm not naked here. So today we're going to be doing my take on doing a full face of makeup for under £20. Excuse me. So we're going to try our best with that. What I'm looking forward to the most, there is a new product in here and I've heard so many great things about these. So these are the e.l.f. bite-sized palettes and I've only got one. I just wanted to test the formula before I bought more. They're £3 in the UK. I got it off the e.l.f. website and this one is called Hot Jalapeno. Bit of a story. I've always got stories about customer service and whatnot. I don't want to do another dedicated video because I might be getting on all you guys' nerves. But yeah, with this, because I hadn't bought anything off the e.l.f. website before, I went and ordered it and it said type in your email and you'll get free delivery, and the delivery was like £2.95 and this one was £3, so the delivery was more or less the same price as the palette, which is just ridiculous. I know they've got to charge shipping, and that's fine, but e.l.f. said I would get free shipping. Turns out I didn't get free shipping, and also I didn't get a confirmation letter either from e.l.f. stating that the palette had been dispatched or even that they'd got my order, which was quite concerning. So I sent them an email and said, look, I've not had a confirmation email that you've received the order, and they apologised for that. And I said also on your website it said basically put your email address in and you'll get free delivery on this order. They didn't get back to me about that, so they completely ignored that part of the email, and it was in the same email, so there's no excuse for it. Sorry guys, this is turning into a rant, isn't it? But I just want to explain what happened. So yeah, there was that, and it took about a week to come, which is standard, you know, we are in a pandemic and whatnot, but I was just a little bit confused because firstly I didn't get the email with the percentage. Firstly I didn't get the free shipping which was promised, and if something's promised on a website they should deliver as a company, so I didn't get that. I've not chased it up or anything, but I just feel like I paid twice for this palette, if you will, and I know that you do have to pay shipping. You know, not everything comes for free unless you order a certain amount of products from a company, and that's fine, but they shouldn't say that you'll get free shipping if they're not prepared to honour that free shipping. Anyway, let's dive into this video. It's going to be an interesting one, guys. There's going to be a lot of products that you've seen in Shop My Stash videos and Get Ready With Me using Shop My Stash videos. Favourites as well are in here, but I just wanted to talk about this little baby before we got into it, and I'm really looking forward to using it, especially these two shimmers here. They look amazing. I'm going to try and use all of the eyeshadows. I was going to save this till Monday when I did my Shop My Stash, but I got to thinking today, what kind of video can I do next that I've not done on the channel? And I just thought, why not do a full face of makeup for under £20? So that's what we're doing. I'm really excited about doing it because, like I said, I've never actually done this on the channel before. So, primers. So we all know that I love this primer, and this one was £3. So this is the PS Prep and Perfect Glow Illuminating Skin Primer. So let's just pop a bit of this on. I think I've made a decision about that Ole and Henriksen one. I think I am going to get it, you know, guys, and just see what the big deal is. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I will use it up. I just won't repurchase it. And I've wanted to try it now since last year, so yeah, I think I'm going to buy it. I've got to go to the hospital today anyway to drop my mum's bag off with that machine that she told me to take home when she shouldn't have. and a few other bits and pieces for her. So I'm thinking I'll go to Boots after the hospital if it's not too late and pick up a few bits and pieces. So I'm thinking I'll get that primer, and I'll also get a couple of the Boots vitamin C skincare range as well, and we'll kind of use that through the month of July instead of using where are you? Instead of using this range, the Boots Glow range, I think I'll use that one in August instead. I'm really getting into skincare at the moment, so yeah, I think we'll be doing that. Sorry about the washing machine in the background. I just wanted to get a wash in, and I just thought, well, I'm filming this video, so why not do it. The next thing for foundation is the PS My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Foundation, and it's a medium to full coverage natural finish antioxidant with vitamin E foundation. This one is in the shade Porcelain, so we're going to put some of this on. I'm going to turn my hair back. Right. So let's pop a bit of this on. You get 35 mils of this, which isn't bad, is it, for £2.50? Very runny. I can't remember what I actually thought of this foundation. I don't think I did, like when I bought the foundation, I don't think I did a first impressions on my YouTube channel, which going forward, whenever I buy new foundations, I think I'll do that, just so you can know if it's any good and if it's worth the splurge. I mean, £2.50 isn't really a splurge, is it? But yeah, I think we'll be doing that going forward. And the only thing I haven't put on my skin so far is a glowy product, but we've got a glowy primer on, so that doesn't really matter. Hopefully, like when I've put this foundation on, we'll be looking quite glowy. Oh, got it in my eye now. I've got another story to tell you actually, and I just want to know if it's ever happened to you guys. So basically, I've just been going through my YouTube comments on YouTube, and normally I reply through TubeBuddy. I've got that app that tells you how well you're doing on YouTube. It's completely free, so if you've not downloaded it, I would highly recommend that you download it. It tells you how well your videos are doing, how many views you've got, so you don't always have to be in and out of your laptop, and then you can reply to your comments there. Your comments still do go to your YouTube studio if you want them going there as well. You don't have to have them in two places, but I do, because I like to apply to comments on the go so they don't build up. So yeah, anyway, I was on the laptop because I noticed this woman sent me a message on YouTube Buddy, and then I went back to try and reply to it, but it wasn't there, so I went to my laptop and tried to find the message there, and I found it, so I replied back to her, and also watched some of her videos. Anyway, that's not the issue. The issue was I was replying to all my comments on, like, the comments that I hadn't replied to through TubeBuddy. I was replying to them on the, through the YouTube studio, and it said that I had some spam, and the crazy thing is, a lot of the spam mail that I got was from a very good friend of mine, Nona, from My So-Called Life 1977, so I approved all them comments, and then I got a message off, I don't know who it was. I mean, there was no picture there, so I can't say it was female or male, and I'll just read what they wrote. Right, so just ignore the face for a second, we'll sort that out in a minute. I won't tell you the person's name. I don't really want to do that, and I think it's kind of a made up name anyway. And it just says, "Love your channel, girl. I was hoping if you have some makeup which you want to donate, I can take it to start my kit for my freelance MUA business, which I plan to start this year, but I am on a tight budget. I would really appreciate some help. My Insta handle is..." You can DM me if you want to give something away, so that can help me with my kit. For a kit, for her to use that on other people, my makeup, and I know you can sanitize it. You can't sanitize cream products. You can sanitize eyeshadows and things like that. I know you can do that, but for her to ask someone, him or her to ask someone, because it's got a picture of a female, but it's more like of a cartoon, so I think it's a bit of a scam anyway. And for them to ask someone for makeup like that, a perfect stranger as well, I just think, no, you just don't do it. I give my makeup to my niece, friends and family. I wouldn't feel comfortable giving used makeup to someone that I don't know, and I'd feel even less comfortable giving it to someone who I knew, who I think is going to be starting their own business and using my used makeup on their clients. Like when I was in beauty school, I did a year in beauty school where I learned how to do nails and, you know, the basics of like putting makeup on and things like that. I had to buy my own kit. The college had a company, and you bought a great big massive kit to start you off. So most people will obviously be in college and they'll be told what to buy, and then you can obviously build your kit from there just by getting bits and pieces. So there is no need for them to be asking a perfect stranger if they can have some of my makeup. They might have seen my Shop My Stash collection and just thought, well, you've got a lot of makeup, you know, you could give some to me. Well, at the end of the day, I've spent a lot of money on my makeup, and like I said earlier, the makeup that I've got in the collection is the makeup that... So the makeup I have in my collection that I don't want will be going to friends, family. A lot of it goes to my little niece. You know, she's really getting into makeup now, and she's, you know, getting quite good at it. She's like 10 years old, so a lot of it goes to her, and the old stuff really gets decluttered into the bin. I know it's wasteful, but I mean, a lot of it is like quite old. Like I've got eyeshadow palettes like 5-6 years old, and the performance of the eyeshadows really don't perform well, and if that's the case, then I'll put that in the bin, just as I will put creams in the bin as well, because they don't last that long. So yeah, I was a little bit taken aback. I'm just wondering if you guys have ever dealt with anything like that. I mean, the message was 5 months ago, just like the messages from My So-Called Life 1977 was in spam from 5 months ago, and I'm like thinking, why are they in spam? I speak to her regularly. So I've approved them anyway. Nona, if you're watching, I know you will be, because you're a great supporter on the channel. So I've approved your messages, so hopefully they won't go into spam again. If there are any messages that I haven't replied to, that's why. I think I've replied to all of them though. And then there was a few other messages from people that have subscribed to the channel who wanted me to check out their channels, which luckily I got those messages as well, and I've done that. So yeah, let's get back into the makeup, because this video is going to be extremely long, like them all. Right, so let's put the top back on the primer. Right, so now we're going to go in with a face palette. And it's not a favourite face palette. I got this just before Christmas, and it's the Nippon Fab Travel Palette. It's in the shade 01 Light Medium, and it has a highlighter called Champagne, a blusher called Satin, and then the bronzer is called Latte. Actually, before that, we need to be using powder, because it's quite tacky. So this is Essence Brighten Up banana powder. It's called Bar Banana powder. So we're going to use that. I think this was about £2 or £3. Lids come off, I forgot about that. This one will be going in my next project pan when I've gone through the MUA one. Just because the lids come off, and yeah, I'm not about keeping broken packaging lids. But I don't want to get rid of it either because it is a really good powder. Right, I managed to put it back on. I'm going to need to sellotape that, I think. Right, yeah, so now we're going in with the Nippon Fab Palette, which really is a stunning palette. It looks like that. So we're going to start off with the bronzer, Latte. I think it's meant to be more of a contour shade, but it really is more of a bronzer, I think. Let's zoom you in, shall we?
Wow.
Right, okay, let's blend that in a little bit. I always forget how pigmented it is. Now it's looking like I'm going to have a patch there. Right, try not to go in so heavy-handed this time. That's the washing machine finished. Why does my hair get absolutely everywhere? It's the curls. Now the seagulls. Seagulls are living their best lives now. It's really, really early. I think it's like 6 AM. Yeah. Don't know if you can see that. That's my niece there who loves playing with makeup. Like I said, she's only 10 but she absolutely loves it. My sister says that she's going to take after me. She probably will because she loves the makeup, she loves her handbags. That's another thing I've got coming up on the channel soon, my designer handbag collection, and I'm also going to do a high street handbag collection. So yeah, that'll be coming up, which is a bit different for the channel. Right, so what I'm going to do, I would normally go in with my MUA powder, but I'm going to have to be using this one, just to kind of chisel out that contour. My neighbours have not gone to sleep today. They woke me up about 2 AM. I'd only had a couple of hours sleep. I think I went to sleep about 12. They woke me up at 2 AM arguing, and I mean really, really arguing. And I'm like, just give me a break. And then when it stopped, I tried going back to sleep and the birds were chirping. It sounded like they was right on my windowsill, which is cute, but not so cute when you're trying to sleep when you've barely had any sleep. And one thing that I haven't put in here is concealer, but we've powdered now, so we'll leave the concealer. I was going to use the PS My Perfect Colour Concealer, so that should just take the price down a little bit. We'll calculate it at the end. Right. So, blusher. Right, so the blusher is called Satin. It's this pink one here. I would prefer it to be a little bit more coral, if I'm being honest, which I always am in my videos. But yeah, this is the only one we've got to work with. Right, and we're going to need to use a setting spray, so I'll use my W7 one. So it's probably just as well I didn't have a concealer. Because what I like to do is I like to spray some setting spray on before I put the highlighter on. I'm just going to blend this in a little bit though. And I can't use my finishing powder either. I've been loving using the Wet n Wild finishing powder, but that will take the price up even more. And we'll just work with what we've got. So this was £2.99, so it's the W7 Ready Set Glow. I'm not really enjoying it that much, to be honest, because it leaves glitter on my forehead here. You can't really see it anywhere else on the face, but on the forehead you can really see it. So I might have to powder the face with some more of that Essence powder. Whew. Right, so I'm just going to let that dry down a little bit. And then it's on to the eyeshadows. Yeah, I think we've done everything else. There's a mascara here. Actually, we've not done brows. I think what I'm going to do for brows, I'm not going to use the normal brow pencil I've got, but what I will do is use this. This was only £1, so that'll take the price down as well. Obviously, normally when I'm doing my makeup, I don't, you know, concern myself with prices, but because this video is like under £20 full face, then we want to try and keep it under £20. I actually forgot about brows and mascara, so I'm hoping it's not going to go over that £20 mark. And brows and mascara is just one thing I can't live without. The battery's flashing. So, where's my highlighter brush that I've been using? Okay, so I've got it. Right, so I've just had to change the battery. I'm really hoping this one lasts. It's a Duracell battery. It's not like a Canon battery, but it's lasted me for years. Like ever since I got this camera, I got a backup battery and I didn't want to pay for a Canon one because they're really expensive. And I charged it up last night and it was fully charged. And it said basically when I put it in the camera earlier on this afternoon, because I wanted to use it, it said that the battery was low and it just cut out on me. So I'm trying it again now, and obviously if it's the battery then it's going to have to be decluttered. But I've also found another battery. I must have bought 2 of them, and I've just used that. That one lasted quite a while, so I've got 2 batteries anyway, even if this one is no good. Anyway, let's get into the highlighter. This highlighter in this palette is the kind of highlighter that you would wear for work. It's certainly not, sorry guys, Twitter bothering me. It's certainly not a beaming highlighter. So if you're like me and you really like to glow, so that they can see you from Mars, because that's what I like to do at the moment, and then you might not like it, but as you can see it gives a really natural glow. It's really nice. So it's a really great work palette and you can take this on the go. Like for me, I'd probably take this if I was running late and do my makeup on the bus. So yeah, that's that. So we've used that palette now. Right, so all that's really left is the eyes. I'm so looking forward to trying out this. It's had such good reviews. I also want to try one. There's one with like rose toned eyeshadows in it. I can't remember what that's called, but it looks amazing as well. So yeah, I want to try that, but I need to know what the formula's like on this first. So, right, let's get rid of the foundation brush. I just need, well, I need that brush there, that's the way over one. Maybe the Smashbox, the Real Techniques accent brush, and the Real Techniques shading brush. Not too sure if I'll need anything else. I'll keep the lip brush out as well. Right, so they don't have shades on or anything like that, but that's completely cool. We know it's the Hot Jalapeno palette. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in with this matte green first. Brush shall I use? Right, let's clean this shading brush off and use that. And we're just going to work, oh, it's quite pigmented. Just going to work this into the corner of the eye. I don't want it all across the eye. I just want it in specific areas. I think this is the first palette I've ever tried from e.l.f. They don't do these palettes at my local Boots where they do e.l.f. products. They do the bigger ones, and I've always been a bit dubious about trying them. I mean, what you guys' thoughts on like the bigger e.l.f. palettes that they do? I'll show you what I mean. I said that in a previous video. I said I'll show you what I mean about the Ole Henriksen's skincare that I had my eye on, but I forgot to insert it at the end. So I'll show you what I mean for definite. The palettes, I'm gonna put it in a little bit actually. The palettes can't do two things at once, mate. So I'll put a screenshot of the e.l.f. palettes that I've been talking about. I'm sure you already know what I'm talking about if you have seen the e.l.f. ones. I can't remember how many eyeshadows in, but they're quite big. I think I might take it into the crease actually, but I'm just dabbing it really, really slowly. Oh, wrong grain. Right, so we'll do the other eye now. That's quite nice. Probably should have took it higher. Yeah, let's try and take it a bit higher. So if you're interested in watching some smaller YouTube channels, I've got a few, well, probably about two for you. Beauty Dreams by Naomi is one. She's got an excellent channel. I'm sure that's her name. Let's check, because I don't want to pronounce your name, the name of the channel at least, wrong. So let me have a look. What am I doing going into my photos? I'm not going to find it there. Yeah. Beauty Dreams by Naomi. I mean, she's absolutely lovely. That's her channel there. So that's her there. She's just filmed a first impressions with the Jeffree Star cremated palette, and her look that she came out with was absolutely beautiful. So I'll leave the link to her channel in my description box. I really do think you should check her out. And then there's another woman who I've recently subscribed to, and I think she's amazing as well. She's called Uniquely Individually Me. I'll just show you what she looks like. I've spoke about this woman before because she did a video on, she did a rainbow look for her channel on the NHS and essential workers, and I wasn't tagged in it, but she did say if you want to do the video then go and do it, so I did. So I did speak about her in that video, which I'll leave here if you want to go and check that out. I like as many people to go and check that video out as possible, because it's obviously for the essential key workers and NHS staff, and yeah, it's a good video for a good cause, I think. So I'm going to show you what she looks like. So that's her there. Like I said, I have shown you on my channel before, and I've just watched she does this series called Glamour in Pyjamas, and she used Violet Voss sugar, sorry, that's her music. She used Violet Voss sugar crystals, and her look turned out really, really nice. By her standards, she said I'm going to be doing a minimalistic eyeshadow look, but it was such a gorgeous eyeshadow look, and it looked like she'd put in a lot of work to it as well, and it was quite minimalistic. So yeah, those are the two channels I can think of off the top of my head, and I know there's other channels that I've been watching that I really like. If I can think of any more, I'll tell you about them in other videos. But yeah, I would highly recommend that you go and check those two channels out, and like I said, I will leave the links down below in the description box so you can go and check them out. Right, so let's get back into this eye look instead of my ramblings. I don't normally work with smoky eyeshadows like this. That's just really, really nice. But shall we blend it in a little bit? Don't want it too harsh. I was only just going to do this colour here. Like, not colour, this, put it in the corner there, but it looks really nice. Like that. Right, then we'll go in and do the left eye, which I always struggle with. He's really not playing ball. So what do you guys think of these e.l.f. palettes, these mini bite-sized ones? Do you think they're worth the splurge? It's not really a splurge, is it? It's £3. Or in my case, £6.95 with delivery. Can you tell I'm a bit salty about that? I mean, it's only £3, but I mean, well, £2.95, but the palette's only £3. So yeah, it's like Colourpop. If I want to order from Colourpop, just one basic palette, like, you know, the £9 palettes, like say Baby Got Peach for instance, I always refer to this one because I want that palette. So if I was to order that off Colourpop, then I'd have to pay for the palette, obviously. I think, what's that, $12 or something, and which is really, really inexpensive. And then the shipping to the UK is $10. Not $10, £10. So it's actually more than the palette. And then obviously you've got customs on top. So I'm just not prepared to do it, guys, which is such a shame. Because Colourpop, like, to me, they're better than Revolution. So I would love a store in the UK to actually sell the Colourpop products. I think Sephora do it in the US, don't they? Or is it Ulta? One of them, or maybe both of them. I would love to maybe Boots sell it, because they sell all like drugstore makeup. And we're getting things like Wet n Wild. So we are getting brands that went to America first. So I don't see any reason why going forward in the future we can't have Colourpop. You know, surely it would be like a great investment for Colourpop to kind of make a deal with Boots. That would just be amazing. But I don't think it will ever happen. I think I'm kidding myself. And like I've said in previous videos, I can order from Depop. I just haven't yet. With this pandemic, you know, I know they say a lot of them haven't been used, they're brand new. But the thing is, like, they've gone into someone's home and like they've been opened by that person. And I'm not being funny, I just don't want to have to deal with makeup that's been opened. And I know you can sanitise it, I know that. But for the moment, I'm not really ordering makeup from Depop. The makeup I get is brand new. Right, so then what we're going to go in with, we're going to take this eyeshadow off, and we're going to go in with this darker green here. So we'll start on the right eye, and we are just going to place that here on the outer corner, the outer V. And I'm going to put that on the lash line as well. I think this eye needs blending out a little bit more than it is. Right, so then for the inner corner, what I'm going to be doing is using the lightest shade here. Shall we try using the accent brush again, but wiping the colour off. Those colour switch, or kind of like dupe colour switches, are a godsend, aren't they? Oh, look at that on the brush. They really, you know, they make me be a bit lazy, if I'm being honest, because, let me just put this in. No, I need a more precise brush. Yeah, they make me be a bit lazy because I've got a heap of brushes that need cleaning, and I just run the brushes through the colour switch, which isn't good. So I need to get a bit better about cleaning my brushes. Yeah, it's just a chore that I really don't like. It's like worse than the washing up. I hate the washing up as well, but it's worse than that. Right, I'm going to go in with this accent brush with that shade. So just like that. Really reminds me of Honey from the Urban Decay Naked Honey. I'm not going to do Is It a Dupe with it though, because I've already done that with another eyeshadow palette. I don't think it's on the channel yet. So I'm giving you quite a lot of spoilers. Just giving you something to look forward to. I'll put some of that in the outer corner, in the inner corner. Why do I always say outer corner? Oh, that's beautiful. And then we're going to go in with the darker green, this one here, on the rest of the portion of the eye. I'm not going to take it all the way across because I want that to be showing, so it looks quite smoky. I do prefer the lighter shade here than this green, but I do actually like it. It's giving it, by kind of like mixing them together, it's giving it a really nice ombre eye look. I'll show you properly when I've done the other eye. For £3 guys, these palettes are amazing. Was worth paying the shipping. Right, I think we'll leave it there. Right, mascara time. I'm not putting any eyeliner on like normally I would tightline. I'm not doing that today. I'm using this one. This is the only one I've got. It's the collection volumizing one. It was either £2.50 or £2.99. So when we calculate, we'll put like £2.99 just to be on the safe side. And I'm using the most inexpensive lipstick in my collection. It's a Tanya Bear one. I've used it recently. but it was either 50p or £1. I'm almost certain it was 50p, but we'll say £1 for that as well. So I'll just go and get it. Yeah, I used this last month. I don't know if you can remember in some of my videos. It's the Tanya Bear Pink Cocoa, and I was lucky enough to be, let's zoom out, I was lucky enough to be in Superdrug when they was marking all the prices down, and they did have a red one, but this woman took the last red one. So I saw this one and I'm like, I wasn't really into nudes that much back then, but I saw it and I just thought that looks a real pretty shade, and I have not regretted buying it. So yeah, let's pop a bit of this on. I mean, how pretty is that? Goes super well with my top. So yeah, that's really, really pretty. So now we're going to calculate everything. Actually, where is this brush? I like to blend all my makeup in, which I should have done earlier, especially on my forehead. Oh, I really like this makeup look. Need to get some more of them palettes. Right, so let's just calculate everything and I'll come back and I'll show you the finished look. Right, so in total with everything that I've used, it comes to £20.48. So it's kind of like a full face of makeup for under £21 and not 20. I couldn't do it for any less than that. I really went into my makeup collection and chose the most inexpensive kind of makeup that I have, and I don't really have anything less. I just wish I could have got a powder from maybe the pound shop and it would have took it down to under £20 if I could have done that. But that is probably this one is probably the cheapest one I've got in my collection. Apart from this one, I think this one from MUA, I think that might have been like £2, but I use this every single day as it's part of Project Pan, so I didn't really want to use that one again. So yeah, it all came to £20.48, so for everything. I mean, how many products have we used? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've used 9 products and it came to £20.48, which I think is really, really good. It's a really good starter kit. You might be able to get something a little bit cheaper. MUA do some amazing products, so I would start there, and also Revolution if you live in the UK. If you live outside of the UK, I think Catrice is a good brand, isn't it? I'm not 100% on their price points, so I don't know how much it would cost you to build like a full face of makeup for your collection, to start your like makeup bag out with. But yeah, I think this look is real pretty. Let's see. Yeah, it's just really nice. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't put highlighter on the brow bone, which I'm going to do, I think, now. Products everywhere, there's just not enough room. So we're going to use Champagne again from the Nippon Fab Palette. Right, the only thing that's wrong with this Nippon Fab Palette is it's very powdery. I don't know if you can see that on the screen there, but there's definitely a lot of fallout with every single powder that's in here, but you can definitely make it work. And also what else I needed to do was use this Essence powder to get rid of the glitters on the top of my forehead, to kind of like mattify it a little bit. I mean, you can't see them on screen, I don't think, but I definitely know that they're there. I'm not going to put powder anywhere else because I don't need it. I've already powdered. But yeah, that looks better. So guys, this is the video. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think it was a good video? I'm trying to come up with ideas I know this has been done before, it's been done a lot. I mean, it was done quite a few years ago, and I thought about doing it for the channel then, but I just didn't. My problem was with a few years ago, I wasn't really confident, and I was going through quite a bit as well. Like I've spoke about this before, but I split up with my ex-husband, and we was going through the divorce and whatnot, and I just didn't want to be on YouTube because I was a mess. So yeah, I didn't want to be on YouTube at that time, so I started the blog. If you want to go and check it out, if you obviously like reviews and things like that, I would. If you want to check the blog out, it's beautywithandrea36.blogspot.com, and I post regularly on there. I'm posting more regular on YouTube at the minute. But yeah, I do post regular. It's like once or twice a week I try to on the blog. So yeah, that's the URL for the blog. So guys, this is the end of the video. I'm just glad that I've done a different video to my usual get ready with me's, and I'm going to try and think outside the box from now on, I think, and try and come up with a few ideas. Like I said, this isn't my video. I don't know whose idea it was to do this in the first place. I think that would be really hard to get their name because it's a really old video. Like I said, I remember seeing this when I was on YouTube the first time around, which was like 6 years ago now, probably even longer than that, and I couldn't remember who started. It's kind of like a tag, isn't it? I can't remember who started the tag, but I just thought today I would try and get a full face of makeup for under £20, and I nearly did it, guys, but I went 48p over, so I hope you can forgive that. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, I would love to have you here as part of my little fam over here on YouTube. So click that subscribe button just to the right, and click the notifications bell, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Okay guys, so these are the bigger eyeshadow palettes I was talking about. I managed to actually put this in the video, so yay me. I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on them. If anyone's had this particular palette, I'd love to know your thoughts on that as well. I'm so tempted to get it. It's only £9.33.